Hey guys, what is up? This is Matt Talks Politics back here again, here on this Monday afternoon, March 12th, 2018. We are here for another alternate history video today. We're going to be doing 2008. I was going to do a little older one, but I decided to do a little more of a recent one here on this for this video. But I will try to do another one soon. So today we're going to do 2008's alternate history. I'm changing both the nominees this time, which I don't usually do, but I figured I'd do it for this one. We have for the Democrats, we have John Edwards getting the nominee, who would be he being out Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton in the 2008 primaries for the Democrats, and Mitt Romney defeating John McCain and Mike Huckabee from the Republican Party. At least those are the main few that were trying in the Republican Party. So. I usually start blue, so let's start actually. I usually start red. Actually, no. What one do I start at? I don't even know. I don't even remember. Do I start out red? Do I start blue? I don't know. But today we're gonna start out. We're gonna start out blue for John Edwards. I think I do start red. I think I do start with Republican states, but that's besides the point. All right. So again, we have Romney, Edwards. This is '08. So guaranteed states. I would give the West out to Edwards. Hawaii. Minnesota was definitely a stronghold at the time, as was Illinois, as was Michigan, as was Wisconsin. These are all states that were strongholds for the Democrat Party. Quite a few at this time. So if you look at the map here, I would probably say that's about it for Democrat strongholds, at least at this point. So right off the bat, Edwards is carrying this election 227. In the 2008 election, is going to be easy for a Democrat because of party fatigue for the Republicans, with Bush carrying two terms. So I think the Republicans are going to have an easier chance in this election than most others. This is probably John Edwards' best chance at getting winning a general election. I think with the housing crisis, the financial crisis of 2008, I believe in the fall that year, a couple months before the election. So let's get to the Romney states. I think Romney would carry Utah for sure, Arizona, all these states right up, all Nebraska. I don't think Edwards would carry any of Nebraska like Barack Obama did. And I also don't think Indiana would go to Edwards. I think Romney would take Indiana because I know John McCain lost this narrowly, but I'm going to give Indiana to Romney, West Virginia to Romney, South Carolina to Romney, Georgia to Romney. That's probably it. We have quite a few toss-ups for the 2008 election. So 227 for John Edwards, Senator John Edwards from North Carolina, to Mitt Romney, 185, former governor of Massachusetts by this point. Now, I think the home state factor didn't help Romney, but I think it will help Edwards. And the fact that North Carolina, I think, will go to John Edwards. I think Edwards, being from that state, now he did have some of his own scandals. The infidelity scandal at the time was going on, I believe. So he does have his own scandals, but I do believe North Carolina would, I would probably say by 3 points, go to John Edwards, bringing him to 242. I also believe New Mexico would go for John Edwards, as that would be the case there. Now, when it comes to New Hampshire and the New England, I think he would clean sweep New England, bring him to 251. I do think, though, in Iowa and Ohio, with Edwards, I don't know if Edwards could appeal to white working class. In Iowa, I want to give Iowa and Ohio to Mitt Romney. I think Romney would narrowly carry Ohio and Iowa, even with party fatigue. I think he would carry those states. Those are states that'll get Barack Obama won by decent margins. I just don't think John Edwards would win those states. And I also believe Pennsylvania, which we'll mention this in a second, but the state of Colorado, I think, would go for John Edwards. And I do believe the state of Nevada would narrowly go to Romney, putting Romney at 217. This is actually making Romney a better performance than he did in 2012. But I do think Nevada would narrowly go to Mitt Romney due to his ties to Utah. I think he'd be able to carry the state of Nevada narrowly in the 2008 election. Now, this all gets down to these few states. Now, Virginia uh, was trending more towards Democrats this time. So even if Obama wasn't the candidate, I still think Virginia would have went for John Edwards. Um, and I think that thus giving him the election already, um, as would Pennsylvania. I think these states would all stay Democratic. Edwards would win those two states, and even the state of Florida, I think, would be carried by John Edwards, putting him at 321 to Mitt Romney's 217. So not as big of a victory, I think, as Barack Obama would have had. I think he does lose a few states that Obama was able to carry, but in the general scheme of things, Edwards still has a very big electoral college win by winning by over 100 electoral votes. So you're talking over 100. I would call this not a landslide victory, but definitely a very, very good victory for the Democrats and John Edwards. But in all reality, I think no matter what, whoever the candidate was for the Democrats, whether it was John Edwards, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, they would have won no matter what. I don't think there was any Republican that could have beat the Democrats in this particular year in 2008. I just don't think it could have been done because of all the the housing crisis, Bush being one of the most unpopular presidents at that time. I just don't see it being any other way. And I do see John Edwards carrying this election with a pretty good margin here. Like I said, 321 to Mitt Romney's 217, doing I would say quite a bit better than John McCain was able to do. But still just coming up short and not winning the big states needed here. So, no, and without the home field advantage, I don't even think North Carolina would go to Edwards. But because of that, you give Carolina to John Edwards. And if he lost the home state, he still would have won the election anyway. So, all right, guys, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my 2008 alternate history video, John Edwards versus Mitt Romney. I'll see you guys Wednesday for another video here on this channel on Matt Talks Politics. Have a great Monday, guys.